and plays queen c7. Queen c7 loses the game. He blunders a relatively straightforward tactic. And the blunder is that the queen opposite this queen is pinned, and that means the d5 square is suddenly available to the bishop. Why is that important? Because after pawn takes f7, rook takes f7, bishop d5, Artemiev is winning. He's going to win the rook. But Artemiev doesn't stop. He doesn't take the rook on f7, he sacks the bishop. Because pawn takes queen g6. Artemiev suddenly gets a rush, 20 seconds on the clock, but he is playing like a madman. Bishop d6. Now he picks up the rook, and all of the initiative in the position. Queen to g6. h2 is given away, but now black loses time because he has to bring the bishop back. Meanwhile, Artemiev plays rook e1. This is maybe the moment right here that Artemiev plays his most clutch move of the game. With 18 seconds on the clock, he plays f4. Now he will gain access to the e8 square, and black's position is simply disintegrating. Magnus could have defended maybe slightly more tenaciously here instead of going like this, but it's as best as we're going to get. Artemiev, rook d1, and now the move that holds the game together, rook f6. Artemiev here plays rook d8, which is an incredible move. It's a completely incredible move. Sacrificing the queen, because if you take it, my next move is rook f8, king h7, rook h8, checkmate. But rook d8, despite being a brilliancy, allows black to play the only defensive move, bishop c6. It's actually the best position Magnus has had in like 10 moves. But I think Magnus here just must have felt like, okay, I'm just losing. Like, it's over, right? He's threatening all sorts of different tactics here to win the game. It must just be lost. But actually, bishop c6 could hold on. It could just hold on. Rook f8, if you play queen e6, there's queen f7, and somehow by some miracle, everything holds together. By a total miracle. Instead, Magnus plays bishop takes g2, but the game is just over, because queen g2, rook h6, and he goes back, queen d5, and the black king is just obliterated. King h7, he doesn't even wait for Artemiev to take. He moves his king to h7, resigns.